So we finished third last season, obviously Champions League. We're predicted to finish fourth place this season. So, again, Champions League. And I don't know why, but in Football Manager, at least in this save, there is no prize money for the La Liga. And our budget at the start of the season was £0 million. And I hate to do it again, but I think the title of this video is going to be, "This is how I made some good signings with £0 million. Because, boys and girls, I have had to make some good signings with £0 million. Like, I get that the club is still not, earning straight up bank, but £0 million is outrageous. Before I go over the transfers that we have made, because we have, of course, made transfers, I've managed to do it. Smash the like button on today's video, subscribe if you're new around here, and if we could get 5 likes on today's video, I would be thrilled. So, as you know, situation is, we're predicted to finish all right this season. We finished third last year. Let's go over the transfers. That's what you really care about. So, starting off with what we did last season, because we had to make sales to obviously be able to actually sign players. So, we started off by getting rid of Højbjerg on a free transfer to get rid of his wages, because he just got worse with age and didn't make that many appearances last season. Demir left for 1.6. I'm very happy to get that kind of fee for him. He was a good rotation option for us, so I'm happy that I brought him in, despite the fact that he was, on paper, not good enough for our team. Matty Cash left for £850,000. Again, a right back. That was good cover for us, but was growing out of the team. And Montero, I feel like I kind of undersold him for £14 million, but I'm not fuming with that fee. I needed the money. I don't think if I was given £40 million, I definitely wouldn't have sold him. But because I needed to get rid of the players, he was just one of the names on the chopping block. And I did make my first signing all the way back then. I think it was the Montero sale that managed to give me the money. We got a right back from Italy, and he is, I think, a better right back in terms of potential than this is saying. Now, that's just me making an educated guess, but he currently looks pretty good. 21 years of age, comes in for just £8.5 million, could eventually rise to quite a bit, to be fair. But I do think he's going to be a really good player for us for the long-term future. 21, even if he doesn't improve massively, he'll be a great rotation option for years. Could train him into playing left-back, can play CDM as well. I like what he brings to the table. Welcome Emmanuel Pizzo, and he is the first signing of this transfer window. Then we went on to sell a striker that we signed at the start of last season. I think he made 1 appearance off the bench, so happy to get some money for him. Gigovic, who again we signed, played a couple of times, so stoked to get £4.2 million for him. And Zubimendi, who I feel really bad for selling, because in real life this is his only club, and in the save this is his only club. But 32 years of age, he is getting worse. He's still definitely good enough for this league, don't get me wrong. But I just don't think he's going to be getting as many minutes now with great signings that were brought in. So £11 million is huge for us at this point in time. But I just had to cash in, and it was a bit of a no-brainer for me. If you didn't pick up on it, we did have a retiring, I don't know, would it be released players? Yeah, released players. If I go to last season, Alex Romero, he retired. So our starting goalkeeper has obviously left, which leaves a giant hole in the team. So goalkeeper was our big option, and this man has come in, and I think he's going to be a great option. His name's Souza. He's a 21-year-old Brazilian. Only brought him up for £10 million, which is a bargain. Played in the Brazilian league for a couple of seasons now, but he's injured for 5 days to 2 weeks, and haven't brought in another goalkeeper, so we'll see in a second who's starting the first game of the season. Next name, huge name, Christopher Nkunku. I was about to sign him at the end of last season, but I didn't have the budget. Well, I did have the budget actually, but it would have taken up all of my budget at the time, so I held fire, waited till I had a proper budget, and now I brought him in. £74,000 per week is a lot, but he's still showing that he's got glimpses of class, like 10 goals only a couple of seasons ago, 11 goal contributions last year. He's still very good, clearly, and at 33 years of age, you're not surprised by it. We're going to need depth. We're going to need experience in the Champions League, and this man, Lucas Hernandez, is another man that's going to bring exactly that. 35 years of age, free transfer again. This one is a huge bargain. £15,000 per week for this man who's got so much experience and still some great technical and mental stats. Physicals aren't quite perfect, but hey, you gotta take the good with the bad sometimes. Next player, again, a huge bargain. Again, physicals are diminishing, but 33 years of age. Locatelli comes in from, again, Juventus, a top side, just came off a 33-game season. He was off the bench for all of them, but still, that is hugely impressive, and he's still got great technical and mental, so it gives us great depth. Sorry. I hope I remember to edit out that cough. If I don't, I apologise that you had to hear that. But I think if we look at, Højbjerg and then Gigovic, who we managed to get like £4.2 million for, like we've replaced them with Locatelli and Kunku. Well, not like for like, but you know what I mean. Like, I feel like we have better options there now, and I think we've done really well in the transfer market to make money, but still bring in those options. And last of all, we've brought in a great signing. I cannot believe we got him for this cheap. It's Angelo Flora, and he is coming for £11 million. I had my eye on him at the end of the last season, but they wanted £45 million, and I can see why. He has 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. He's a leading player right now. Sorry, he's a good player right now. Could be a leading player very soon, and his stats are already suggesting that he really is knocking on the door of this starting lineup, and he can play on that right wing. And I know that has been a problem for us for a long time. If we actually go to the squad depth, the squad planner, and that right wing position, although it's got a lot of players, Kubo's our cam, Damsgaard's our right winger, yes, okay. Rene isn't good enough to start, in my opinion. Chiabrini is our left winger, and Kunku we only just brought in, and Flora is the only other option. So, it's just, we needed one, and we've got one, and I'm thrilled with it. And this is what our team is looking like. And yes, we are playing with a 1-star current ability goalkeeper in between the sticks. Did I want that to happen? No. Did I try to stop it from happening? Yes. Did I delay the signing of a goalkeeper that wouldn't be a huge amount better, but would have been better, because I was hoping that I would sign a Portuguese guy on loan? Yes. Was it a bad decision? Absolutely. So we are now playing this game to start the season with Castillo, and he's not even got good potential. He is the best goalkeeper in our youth ranks, though. So, good luck. And we're just going to jump straight into the first game of the season. I mean, we're sticking with the same tactic as last year. It worked well for us. The lineup is basically the exact same, but although we do have a lot of injuries to start the season. So, Sadiki is out to start off with, and Pizzo is definitely going to be looking for that right back starting spot. So, this is a great opportunity for him. Flora, the new signing, is out for 3 weeks potentially. Aldemar is out for a long time, 7 weeks to 3 months. I think he picked up an injury during training or preseason. I don't know, but he's broken his ankle, and it's not what we needed. Top goal scorer last season is coming in late, and Souza should be back potentially next game, but you never know at this point in time. And we have also gotten a couple of players back from loan who feel like signings, and by a couple I mean actually just one, and it is Gotti. And he seems like a decent central midfield option. I think he's got some really good stats. So having him as an option is definitely a good option for us. I am definitely going to be, very quickly on camera doing this. I know I should have done it earlier, but I cannot stand it. I wonder if you guys are in the same boat. I cannot stand it when people are like out of position, and like I like them to be sorted by their position, so that I know if I need a striker. Who are you? You're he's back from loan too, by the way. Again, good enough stats to be a rotation option. I don't mind him at all. I mean, I'll loan him out if we make some better signings. We have no budget now, by the way, and like no one that I have plans to sell. So we'd need to sell like a Kubo or a Damsgaard to be able to rack in some money to make some future signings. But I need these players to be in the right places. Ballin up there. Demonyan there, no, switch, perfect. Alright, so this is the best team that we can make with the injuries we have. It is Castillo, so nervous about that. Pizzo, Lee, Fore, then we've got Vasquez, Then we've got Thiago, Nico, Damsgaard, Kubo, Chiabrini, and Nkunku starting up top. Now, I could have played Kubo up top or Chiabrini up top, actually. Is that the play? Oh, it is Simonyan. Should he be starting, actually? Now, that's a shout. He played well last season. Nkunku. I'm going to start with him because that's what my gut was saying. And we're against Sevilla away from home, a side that I'm sure didn't do too bad last season. I'm nervous, but we're going for it. But I'm mainly just nervous that we have a youth contract goalkeeper starting for us. So we're jumping into it. Valencia needs a squad number. I'm trying to sell him, so let's give him a random one and hope that we can win the first game of the season. If you're new to the series, by the way, it's a tactical journeyman. We're trying to get as far as we can in a journeyman series without using the gegenpress, hence the tiki-taka or tactic. I would normally be using a gegenpress, but this is working pretty well for us at this current moment in time, so I cannot complain. And I'm going to simulate until the end of the start transfer window, give you an update, and then simulate all the way to the end of December in this episode. But we need to play the game now and hope that we come away with a win before we simulate the end of the transfer window and before we simulate to the end of December, where we will be playing another game. So don't worry, 2 games per episode. Like this video if you're enjoying it so far. Subscribe if you're new around here. And let's hope we start with a bang. It is not looking like a bang. At least we're not getting a whole lot of shots against us. But I think the most concerning thing is that there doesn't seem to be a lot of shots for us, which is normally not really an issue. So maybe Nkunku up top wasn't the choice. And as I'm talking about that, they come up the other end and they score a goal to put them 1-0 up. And to be fair, actually, I don't think that's on Castillo at all. That's just a very good goal and a very good finish. All right. Already sort of panicking to start the season, thinking, is there a second season syndrome with a tactic that worked well for us last year? Do I need to go fairly narrow is probably the way to go, actually. Can't go that narrow with that many. That's silly. Should have definitely gone fairly narrow from the start. That's poor research from me. But we have a highlight here. Right on the edge of the area. Kubo, I know, can score these. And he does. It comes off the wall, goes into the back of the net, and we're back on level terms straight away after they score. Well, not actually straight away, probably like 10 in-game minutes, but not too long for us there. It's a very lucky goal. The goalkeeper has dived. It's a pretty bad free kick. It's been headed away by one of their defenders and just ricochets into the back of the net. Thrilled about that, but now they have the chance to do the exact same. Don't, please. I don't back Castillo in here. He saved it. It's come out. Oh, that's so annoying, man. Oh, that's so annoying. Just from a free kick, a bobble around. Does a good goalkeeper do better there? Potentially. Yeah, I don't know. Am I being harsh? I can't tell. I really can't tell. He's a 1-star current ability goalkeeper, so I'm obviously going to be slightly harsh here and there. Maybe the defence is just a bit shaky in this game, knowing that there's a 1-star goalkeeper behind them. But I feel like that's just slightly unlucky. Let's not get too harsh on him here. He makes a good pass there. Vasquez is on it, moves it into Chiabrini, cannot get it through to him though. Vasquez comes up early, comes up with a press, and luckily does win it back. But Nico dawdles with it. Our player of the season last year manages to lose it, and now they're 1-1, and I do think they're going to be scoring this. And the only reason I think they didn't score it is because they didn't put it on target, hitting the woodwork there, almost making it 3-1, which you would really think would put us well and truly outside of the competition to win this game. And already I'm bringing in Nkunku off. I'm not backing him here. He's not doing what I need him to do. His debut is not going to be one to remember. And Simonyan is going to come onto this left-hand side. I'm going to play him. I'm going to play him as an inside foot. Oh no, he's left-footed. I'm not playing him as an inside forward. I'll play him as a winger, and then I'll play Damsgaard as an inside forward on attack, just so that we have a more attacking outlet on one of the sides. I like to have at least one player attacking, one on support, one on attacking. I feel like that's the perfect combo unless we're going for a different kind of tactic. But we want an attacking tactic. We're a positive team. We've got a positive mentality. And I was about to encourage, but it looks like another highlight's coming their way. And mate, those flapping arms are making me nervous. And actually, to be fair, I probably could have clickbaited as a 1-star goalkeeper good enough, because that may have been would I make this title, because, even though I did bait talking about different things in this video, I think that might actually be what I end up titling it. But anyway, we're in here and we're actually on the ball, which could lead to a highlight for us. We're good when we're on the ball. I don't know what the possession stats are in this game. That feels like something I should be looking at, but Chiabrini is through, and to be fair to him, there's a really tough angle to get it past the goalkeeper. Yeah, it is very tight there. I'm not surprised they didn't manage to get that one in, but at least we're causing problems against them, and hopefully it continues as the second half goes on. 25 minutes to go. Substitutes are probably going to have to be made. 70% possession. Mate. Yeah, it is just a bit of a defensive collapse, but the shots still aren't hugely in our favour either. So let's get Todorovic on. Play him as a fullback on support. Maybe play them both on fullbacks as support, actually, because clearly they're getting us on the counter-attack. So maybe having those attacking wingers isn't the way to go in this one. Let's get Rene on, who I back to come on and make an impact. He's got pace, he's got dribbling, he's got skill, he's got ability. Let's hope he does it. I'll keep an eye on other players. Thiago, Nico in that midfield area. Kubo's definitely not coming off. He's one of our star players. Same with Chiabrini, despite the fact he's not playing that great on paper. We're going to go attacking, and we're going to move you onto an attacking duty as well. Oh, no, I'll play you as an advanced forward, actually. Advanced playmaker. Getting Nico off because he's the more tired of the two. Hernandez for a bit of experience because Leah's looking tired as well. Play him as the left-sided centre-back, and that deals with all of my tactical changes. That's all I can make. Let's hope that we get a goal. I want to say against the run of play because of the shots and the XG, but the position suggests that we really should be having something coming through the other end. But even with the demand more, nothing happens, and we lose the first game of the season 2-1. And it does really make you think, we didn't have a goalkeeper injury. If I signed another goalkeeper, if I actually accepted the offer that we did have, would that have happened? I mean, I'm not sitting here saying that man in between the sticks has cost us a win. I'm absolutely not, because that's there's 11 players on the pitch, but a 6.3 rating and a 1-star current ability, it definitely makes me regret not signing another goalkeeper. But then last season we didn't sign another goalkeeper. He was our second choice, and it's a lesson. It is a lesson. It is a lesson that even though I got lucky last season, you can't bank on it all the time. And we're going to have to use our tiny budget to definitely lock in one of these two goalkeepers. And we will be signing one of these two, even if Suzo is back for the next game, to make sure that we definitely have a goalkeeper. It was decent enough to play against the next side. So we'll simulate to the end of the transfer window, update you, and then we'll be playing the Real Madrid game on camera very, very soon. Okay, we've come back a lot further than I thought we would. So it's the 1st of October. We're playing against AEK in our second game in the Champions League for two reasons. One, we didn't do that much business during the January transfer window. So I'll go over that in a second. Two, I was in bed and I really didn't feel like recording, and I was quite enjoying the save at the time. So I wasn't going to get up and record, so I just kept playing while I was in bed. Full honesty. Since last time we saw each other, it's not going great. The tactic just... I don't know. Like, I really panicked. Oh, yeah, first game of the Champions League lost 5-0. 5-0. So this game against Sevilla, like, I can see losing. I can get that. 4-1 loss to Barcelona, also I can get that. A 2-0 loss to Getafe, who are currently 10th. Kind of annoying, I'm gonna say. 5-0 loss to Bayer Leverkusen. Are we just not good enough for the Champions League? I don't know. I thought that was a winnable game. 2-1 went to Valencia, who were top of the table at the time, and then 0 draw to Levante. We're not covering ourselves in glory, but I don't know. I'm not panicking yet. It's early doors, but we definitely need to be picking up some more consistent wins. But we did make some signings, and we'll go over them very quickly. The first sale that we made was a man called Valencia. He was a youngster that I didn't think had that much potential, so I ended up selling him, and then we loaned out Tedesco, who was a player that we brought in last season, and that's because I brought in Douglas Luiz, who was by far the worst signing I've ever made, because in this league you are allowed to register three foreign players. I already have Sousa, Auremar, and Thiago. So Douglas Luiz has not been registered for any competitions, and I'm just paying a little bit of his wages. Great stuff from me there. We did bring in a goalkeeper. Again, beautiful bit of business for me. I thought bring in this cheap goalkeeper on a free, register him. He's the backup that we need. No, you need to be paid at least £2,7500 per week to meet the credentials to actually be registered, and of course I've paid him 2.4. At the time, I could not renew his contract because he wasn't interested because he just signed one. So that's great too. So we did end up bringing in this young goalkeeper. I think is actually a lot better. So very happy to have him as backup, and he's only being paid 3.7, so that's a bargain too. And then if we go down to this final signing that we made, it's a left back who was actually really good, and he's potentially could be bought for 24 million pounds. I'm definitely not activating that, but hey, he's all right, and he's a good rotation option for us with good stats. Vasquez and him fighting it out for the starting spot. I'm not too worried about losing him at the end of the season, but I think it's good to have him in for now. And that is the team, and this is kind of what this is what we're lining up for the next game. Flora has been playing a lot of games, not playing well at all, and that's kind of concerning because he's one of the new signings, and Kunku hasn't been playing all that much because he just hasn't played well when he's played, so again, a little concerning there. Alramar's still been out with an injury. Mingueza's out with an injury. Who else? Pizzo's been playing a wee bit. He's doing okay. Fore is doing okay. And yeah, this is the team that we're going with for it. Only changes from the starting lineup is actually we've got Hernandez in there. Vasquez is coming in instead of Roth, who I do think would be our starting left back. Then we've got Nico out for Fallon. Then we've got Simonyan on the right hand side instead of Flora, but this could become semi-permanent because, yeah, Flora is playing so badly, and that's the team we're going with. I'm hoping for a huge win. I want like 4-0, 3-0 at the bare minimum, because we have absolutely ruined our goal difference by losing 5-0 in our first game. So we need to make up for it, and we need to certainly get our goal difference back up if we want any chance of qualifying. Well, I mean, we can still qualify, obviously, but it's going to create a serious difficulty for us to get through to the next round. I don't know if they actually do it off goal difference. I'm pretty sure they do at some point, like if they go through head-to-head, and then I think eventually goal difference comes into it, but we really do need to get that goal difference up, even if it's just in case, because yeah, we were sitting pretty bottom of the table at the end of that game week. But here we are here, getting hitting the woodwork. It's not a great first highlight. Well, it's a good first highlight, actually, hitting the woodwork. And actually, it is a great start for us with 9 shots to their 1. And we're definitely looking like we're the better of the two sides. And it should only be a matter of time before we get this goal. As Siddiqui has it into Fallon, and it almost comes to Damsgaard. I hope that Kubo shot was not the highlight as Thiago picks it up. Fallon, Simonyan, Chiabrini gets the shot away, but it is actually offside and saved by the goalkeeper anyway. 75% possession as well. You'd think we're going to get one before the end of the half. Here is Simonyan. Still not quite familiar with that right-hand side role, but I back him to do a job because he's played there multiple times off the bench and played absolutely fine. Hernandez is on it, plays it out to Vasquez, can't get it through to him though. They win the ball back, clear it long, but I'm backing us to get the knockdown as Hernandez does. Comes back to Lee into Fallon, the English link-up, Simonyan, Sadiku, and then it comes back into Simonyan on the right-hand side. He's not quite as far right as I would want him to be, but I guess we do play narrowly and with an inverted winger there, so I can kind of understand why he wouldn't be so wide. Here's Chiabrini, he heads it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't see him being offside. If he is, it's going to be minuscule margins, and I hope that that's the first goal of the game. It isn't. As I said, I think maybe even earlier this game or last game or very recently. I'm normally good at judging those, but that one I've had a mare there. He's well offside, and I'm not surprised that one's been called up for offside. As we have a highlight once again, we need to get one goal before the end of the half. We are the better of the two sides here. It's going to put pressure on us. We're going to get in our own heads. I'm going to make stupid changes. We need a goal. It is Vasquez on it into Hernandez, and he's looking forward for opportunities. But Vasquez pumps it long, actually, sees no one in that space and just gives it to their goalkeeper. But at least we are not giving highlights away to them at this point in time as we win it back. Fallon Chiabrini into Damsgaard, who was looking for space on this left-hand side. He's running with it. He's a good crosser of the ball, but plays it back to Thiago. Fallon into Hernandez, and we're definitely playing the tiki-taka style. But comes into Chiabrini, can't win it though. Damsgaard, long shot, top corner, first goal of the Champions League season. Actually, first goal of the season in general. And there's a great way to start the Champions League goal-scoring form for us, with one goal there from Damsgaard, who was one of our best players last year, but certainly is quieting down. Maybe playing him as an inside forward is the way to go. But that's ripped the top corner out. But he's definitely one that I'll be thinking about selling at some point soon, just quietly. He's playing well, but he's getting old, and yeah, he's not going to get any better. And I think last season was probably his prime season. I needed to sneeze, and I'm definitely going to forget to edit that, so I sneezed. But we haven't scored from the highlight anyway, so it's nothing too exciting that you've missed. 5 minutes to go in the first half. We're definitely the better of the two sides. It's another repeat of the highlight from a throw-in from that man, and we win it back. Here is Lee. Get it forward. 2-0 was a lot better than 1-0 at the end of this game. At the end of this half, sorry. Here is Chiabrini. He takes it around. He's offside again, though. Mate, you need to stay onside. But I think we're just going to be going into the halftime break with a 1-0 lead. I mean, I will take that. I will say I'm happy with the performance so far. Dominated position. Kubo was injured, so I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to bring him straight off, and we'll bring Nkunku on as the shadow striker. Continue to give Simonian that experience out on the right-hand side, and I think Nkunku is pretty well suited to shadow striker. I'm pretty sure a striker or false nine is his preferred position in real life, I want to say. I might be wrong, but I'm definitely going to give him a crack in this role, see how he does. But with 20 minutes to go in this first half, we seem to have kind of lost the attacking spark that we once had. So let's get Locatelli on as a ball-winning midfielder. Chiabrini's not played well, so I don't really have another striker option. I mean, I've got Flora, actually. I can bring in Nkunku into there. Yeah, that's definitely the play. And I'll bring Lee on and bring... Am I going to bring a youngster on? No, I actually don't want to mess with the centre-backs just in case. So that's all the substitutes I'll make for this moment in time. We've got 2 more in the bank account if we need to later on. But I'll settle for that. Keep it calm. We're playing well. Even though we're not seeing highlights, I shouldn't be panicking. We need to make sure that we don't concede. If we concede late, that is a horrific result. Horrific result. I hope that wasn't the highlight because it's gone straight into our goalkeeper's hands. Hernandez is trying to move it forward. Plays it back to Lee. Nice. Okay, that's fine. Position play. I feel like I want to see a ball lumped forward, but I have actually asked him to play tiki-taka, so I don't know why I don't know what I'm expecting. Like, I should be loving it when they're playing it. Sure. I mean, I do. It's just slightly less exciting to watch than lumping the ball forward. But this is concerning. They're through here. If we draw this game, I'll be so mad. We need these 3 points. We're going attacking, obviously. Oh, we cannot lose this game. We absolutely cannot lose this game. Berate them. Get them motivated. Do anything we can. Very attacking. No. Oh, this is not good. Damsgaard's tired. I don't even have any other attacking threat. Like, we've got this youngster. Is a youngster going to be coming on to save us? No, he's not. I'd rather have a tired Damsgaard on for sure. Simonian can go on to attacking duty there. Nico can come on for... Fallon's playing okay. I don't know. I really don't know. Let's just play it out for a wee bit, see what happens. Have we created a highlight? I really hope we have. Hope it's our highlight because we are the better of the two sides here and we are currently getting absolutely shafted by having a 1-1 draw here. Here is Nkunku. He's through and I have created a highlight but we've only hit the woodwork. I thought it was going in. I genuinely thought it was going in. Come on. Highlight. 3 minutes of additional time. You can't tell me that there's no highlights. This game sucks, man. This game sucks. I hate this game. I honestly hate this game. It's so typical. Oh, I hate this game. There's no way. And some of my players have reacted badly to me saying we should have won that game. Mate. And and the rest of our game, that was our only guaranteed win. Yeah. Let's take a look at our other fixtures in the Champions League. So we've got, who else? Lille away from home. That's winnable. Arsenal, tough. Anderlecht is a guaranteed win. Actually, this is a guaranteed win too. But then 2 tough ones at the end. We needed to get that. We really needed to get that win. Just for form, for my morale, more than anything else. But hey, you'll find out how we're doing at the end of December in the click of a finger. Oh, boys and girls, they have calmed my nerves hugely here. We've gone back on track. Only 2 losses since last time we saw each other. A 3-0 loss to Real Madrid and a 3-0 loss to Arsenal. But I feel like you can understand them. They're very good teams. The only thing that worries me is some silly draws here and there. Obviously, the AEK game. This Athletic Bilbao one was tight. Granada, we should be beating. Malaga, we should be beating. But aside from that, wins galore. Very, very happy with how we've bounced back. We're now 5th in the league. We are, however, 18th in the Champions League. Now, we can't afford to lose a game because then we'll still stay in the top 24. I think the dream of top 8 is probably gone, so we're going to be having to play. And I feel like that's kind of the level we're at. We're definitely top 8, top 24 level. We can't be in this bottom 36 to 25. So that's what we're aiming for at the moment. The last games are against Milan and Liverpool. Oh, boys and girls. No, it's not. I'm so nervous. I didn't realise it was that, actually. But we're playing this game on camera against Eibar. It is the January transfer window. Last game we played was ages ago, so I just didn't realise it was going to be that long. But the team is doing well, and one particular man is doing incredibly well. It's Chiabrini. He's 2nd top goal scorer in the league. He's gotten 4 assists as well. And beautifully, we have Alrema back in the lineup, and he has done well too. 6 goals, 1 assist from 9 appearances. Not complaining about that at all. It is a transfer window at this point in time, so there are some bids in for people. I'm not spoiling if I've accepted, just letting them sit or declining those bids. But we're jumping into this game against Eibar. I always give you 2 games. And of course, in the next episode, I'm going to be simulating through the rest of the season as well as that January transfer window. But first, I'm going to go over the team that we've got here. So we have had a huge injury to Siddiqui. He's just coming back, but Pizzo has been decent in his absence. Not quite, not quite £17 million worth of decent. But he's all right. I can't complain about him at all. And then we've got Chiabrini, Kubo, Flora, who's been our right winger because, yeah, Damsgaard, man, he's just not had the season. He has not had the season that he had last season, that's for sure, with 1 goal from 15 appearances. It's not quite 11 goals, 13 assists last season. So if there's a bid that comes in from him, I'm definitely, I'll listen. Kubo keeps his spot, Chiabrini, Aldermar, and we're jumping into this game. We need to give a squad number to Douglas Luiz because he is now actually a Spanish citizen, so he's no longer considered a foreign player. Thrilled about that, absolutely thrilled about that. So he's coming into the lineup on the bench, might be making a debut here, and let's go out. And I don't even know what I said, but they reacted positively to it, and the team's looking good. We're up there. We're versing a side that are 11th place. This should be a comfortable win. Let's jump into it and hope that we get exactly that. Could move into Champions League places with this win here, actually, so it is crucial. Kubo has had many opportunities from free kicks this season. And he finally puts one in. I saw the goalkeeper get a touch on it, and I just assumed it didn't go into the back of the net, but it finally goes in. It's come off the goalkeeper. He's guessed the right way. Obviously, he's going to shoot it that way. But it's not enough, and it goes top corner. Thrilled with it. And that's why sometimes in Footy Manager, you just put a left-footed player on a left-footed free kick. Because, to be honest, I don't think it makes a difference in this game. I mean, maybe corners, if you're going, for a whipped one, it might make a difference. But free kicks, if they can get it on target, they can get it on target. And sometimes you're going to get lucky. It's going to find the back of the net, and we're looking like the better of the two sides by a country mile here. 10 shots to their 3. 72% of possession, which just keeps going up. I feel like prime Arsenal right now, and by prime Arsenal, I am talking about maybe not prime Arsenal. I'm talking about Arsenal against the teams that have versed early this season because I've been getting so much possession. I definitely think we can do better, but I'm just going to say that I'm happy with the performance so far. Don't want to try and shake them up. I'm certainly keeping an eye on that injury to Aldemar. If that gets worse, I'm going to be very nervous. And actually, I'm just going to cautiously bring him off because he is crucial to our team. And I don't want to get an injury to him. So let's bring Chiabrini into the striker position. Simonyan's going to come on the... Actually, maybe he's not the best player to bring on. Damsgaard can come on that left-hand side. Let's get Louise on for his debut and see if Nico is looking tired. Deep line playmaker, okay for you, mate? Deep line playmaker looks great for him. And let's jump into the rest of this 30 minutes of the game. It's a good performance from us so far, but these are the ones where you want to see 2-3-0, so that then they don't get a goal against the run of play, just like that AEK game. We want to see a confident, sustainable, comfortable win from the boys here. And I think we're going to get it, but it might not be a 2-0 lead that I would like to see. And Chiabrini trying to get a chance in there. That feels like a soft highlight footy manager. Lee in with the tired leg, so I'm going to bring him off despite the fact that this highlight's about to take place. Minguez is going to come on. We have extended his contract for another 2 years. We have lied to him and said that he's going to be an important player for us, but yeah, he's definitely not going to be an important player. Still 2 substitutes left, and almost the chance for a goal there. Was that Lee? Was that Lee? It was Lee, actually. His last touch of the ball was a good attacking chance for us. And with 5 minutes to go, I think we're going to win. I don't think we're going to get that second goal, unfortunately. I would love to see it, but I'm not changing anything. We're riding it out, not making any subs. A 1-0 win. It's enough. It is enough, you know. Sometimes that's all you need. Just one more than the opposition, even if it is from a free kick, which does now actually make me feel a little concerned about that result. But hey, you win some, you lose some, and sometimes you win 1-0 from a free kick, and sometimes the person that you live with is flushing the toilet while you're recording, and I'm pretty sure it's being picked up in the recording. So that sound, yeah, that's the toilet being flushed. But that is don't be 46 days. I can live with that. But that's all that she wrote for this episode. Very happy with the bounce back. Very happy with the performances that we've seen just there. Maybe not the AEK one. Maybe not the general Champions League. Champions League is hard, man. I'm nervous about that because if we get a draw, we'll probably be okay. But a draw from either one of those games is a tall order. So fingers crossed we can. For now, thank you guys so much for watching this one. Subscribe if you're new around here. Like this video if you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you all later.